Bro, you think your dad beat the shit out of you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me. I'm gonna show you what it's like to beat you. I mean, every childhood memory you have is gonna come back.
The words that come out of DDP's mouth, Daniel, this is as vicious of a trash talker as we've ever seen. People are not realizing what he's saying. He doesn't always use profanity. He doesn't often threaten violence, and he can say it with a smile. People are misunderstanding. Dricus is playing the trash talk game at a very high level. People are going to look back in years and study the things he did and go, oh my goodness, that's what he meant that night?
Every childhood memory you have is gonna come back when I'm in there with you. Every single one. The one where you lie in bed at night where your dad comes in and he beats the shit out of you.
I will take your fucking soul. You understand me, you
Yeah, I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah, you fucking did hit a nerve, you fucking
like I said, I can't wait for the buildup of this one. This is going to be interesting because Chimaev tweets. He tweets out some good stuff at times.
He does.
He's funny. He's got a sense of humor, and sometimes it's pretty biting. But it's going to be fun to watch. That whole thing is going to be an interesting week.
Yeah, I think it's a great fight, and you're right. You want to piss off Khamzat, call him scared. You want to make Chimaev mad, call him afraid of anything. Yep. And he'll come at you like a bat out of hell. I think it's a great fight. I think Dricus's awkward ability and his ability to create different angles to make you not recognize what you're seeing makes it a much tougher fight than most people may anticipate.
Are you taking the servants with you when you're going back? Are you taking the servants with you if you're going back?
What the f are you even on about?
My God. It's obviously a see and tell. We can see that. What do you mean? You're saying that I made it about
shut the f up. You don't even know anything about my story. You have no idea who the f I am.
I don't care about your story. I don't care about your story.
Listen, my father and myself had to wake up at 4 a.m. and clean the banks while my mom studies to be a nurse. You don't know my story. Don't speak of my story if you don't know my story.
I don't care.
I will show you who you are Sunday. So right now, shut the f up.
I can't wait.
Bye unless you see.
Now, we've all been told that Khamzat Chimaev has a hard time getting around, that he can't travel anywhere besides Fight Island. So we find out in Chicago, but then we also find out that of all the fights Dana announced, this is the only one he put a backup fighter in place for. And I just thought that was interesting because then when Chimaev, or I apologize, when Dricus went to social media, he started congratulating the backup fighter and he started telling the world that he's going to be defending his championship against the backup fighter, you know, kind of declaring that Khamzat Chimaev wouldn't get on the airplane. He wouldn't come out. He wouldn't ultimately make the walk, which anybody that wants to poke the bear that is Khamzat Chimaev, there's not a lot of guys that want to poke that bear. And the fact that Dricus does, I find interesting.
Just back to you, Dricus. You closed your media day yesterday with a message to Israel about the social media stuff. Is there anything you want to say to him about that now?
Yeah, the photo he got, I'm assuming it came from his For You page because it was me as a teenager. So searching teen boys, if that's on your search engine, man, you need to check that shit out.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was Mike. Somebody's mad. It must have been cold that morning. Don't worry about it.
The authorities that should be worried, not me, man.
You are not world championship material. You won by fluke, and that's the one.
I won by a
highest point
bro.
in your life.
I want my fucking walk through Izzy, and I'm gonna walk through you, you motherfucker.
You didn't even finish him. That's not walking
Calm down,
through somebody.
my brother. Calm down.
You know how you walk through somebody? You knock them out. That you get the ref to say, stop. You are going to kill this man. You don't let a judge decide you're winning the fight.
And I think DDP just has such an iron mind, is the best way to put it. It is iron. And I'm not hating on Strickland in any sense of the matter, but I don't know if I would say he has an iron mind. I would say that his mind is there and he's strong and he's tough and he's got a championship mindset, but I don't know if it's an iron mind. Like when you look at DDP, you cannot piss him off. He doesn't give away his power is the best way I can put it. You can try everything in the book to shake DDP and he will not afford you the luxury to be shook.
We can talk about his skill set all day long, but it's the mind of Dricus du Plessis. This man, for want of a better word, he's a tough guy. He would have been the hardest guy in the neighborhood growing up. He would have been the cock of the school. I'm telling you, he's just that guy. And the skills are catching up to that mentality all the time. Reminds me of some handsome devil from England.
When did I become the underdog?
You know, it's a pick'em. It's very.
Nobody said anything about dogs, bro. Chill out.
I said that. Better shut the fuck up before I go get my coach's taser as well. You can tase your balls.
So I don't know if you guys saw, and sorry to interrupt Ken Flo, but Nassourdini Mabov has already been tabbed as the backup for that fight. Did you see that?
Beautiful.
And did you see Dricus du Plessis? He's like, oh, I guess I'm fighting Nassourdine.
Did he say that? he doesn't think Khamzat's going to make it through camp, huh?
It's just a very funny way to undermine Chimaev. It's a way to undermine his readiness. It's a way to undermine, to a degree, his past. It's a way to undermine his future. It's just a way to make him seem lesser than, weak, incapable, feeble, unreliable, all the kinds of things that would make Chimaev, potentially, I'm going to guess, because fighters are very, very sensitive, angry, embittered. And yes, that can backfire too. We'll see if that happens.
You say contenders that don't make sense. Do you mean fighters like Khamzat, who maybe haven't fought a middleweight ranks, because he's also tweeting like "see you soon" and referencing UFC 300?
Yeah, but he said that to John Jones, so I mean, who takes that guy seriously anyway?
Dricus du Plessis, I think, has been like an overachiever his entire career. A lot of us did not think that he was going to get as far as he did, and he's proven us wrong. I've heard a lot of people talk that are in my position as well, guys like Dean Thomas and others, that when it comes to mental warfare, Dricus du Plessis might be the strongest guy in the UFC at this moment.
You're gonna do what I did, take as the first residing African. That was exactly it. You never, you can't change that.
I will slay you, porky pig. Shut up, pink fit.
You can't change the facts, but you can't change those facts.
He touched the subject there, because I do this for my family. I do this for the people I love, and I'll fight for you forever. I swear to God. Watch this. Look, I'm a human being. I am a man. I can cry and whoop your ass at the same time.
You know, that was within him. That wasn't nothing. I never went after his family, so I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I have parents too, and I respect anybody's parents. So I just went over to him and said after the fight, if it sounded like I was saying anything bad about your parents, that was not the case. Yeah, what I'm saying to you, harden up. You know, if you want to cry about that, so be it.
Come on, man. He said that Sean Strickland and Izzy, he praised it. What a great match it was. How much people would love their, and then slips in. They could do that on a fight night. Like, come on, man. There's no way that he meant that to be nice. He just looks nice when he says it. This guy's playing a game, man. This guy, and you and I, we got to stay in front of him. And it's going to take both of us, because he's good at it.
Dricus finds all kinds of ways to just stick it to these guys mentally ahead of time, which is really quite remarkable. He has a unique ability to, like, you know, take someone's weakness, or sometimes you don't even know what their weakness is, but certainly a perceived weakness, and really just dig his finger into it a little bit and make them squirm. I suspect that this will be something that he'll be harping on quite a bit. And if he ends up doing a McGregor, you know, let's say a 2016 McGregor, where his predictions come true, he's going to look even more like a genius in all of this.
I'm not talking about I hate Israel Adesanya. I'm just saying that if we were in a social setting, I'd probably not be sitting at his table. And that's fine. You know, everybody in this room doesn't like each other. Or at least, like, maybe you act if you do, but you know, when you get home, you're like, that guy's such an asshole. But that is the facts of the matter. So,
He struck a chord there.
That's what the truth does.
The way that he broke Sean Strickland and the way that he has said things to Israel Adesanya, I mean, the way that he wins those small battles, and he gets, even if they act like he didn't get to them, you could see that it gets to them. Like, we're physically able to see that he struck a chord with them, and he has no care. Like, he laughs it off out loud. He wins these small battles. He shows up. He's a guy that's just durable, always comes forward and has the cardio, and that's going to be the biggest test against Khamzat.
He's my son at the end of the day.
Well, maybe you can give me some attention. I watched that countdown show. Obviously, your own son hasn't been getting too much attention.
What?
Your own son hasn't been getting too much attention, so maybe you can give me some attention.
Talk again. Say that again.
I just did.
You just
I
did
said,
my bit.
maybe you can be a better daddy to me than to your own son. That would be great.
The person who ends up or winds up getting emotional in this fight is a person that's gonna make mistakes. You know, does Khamzat think he can just go in there and die for that double round? Is he gonna be able to take him down and then do what he has to do, getting on top of him? So I think in this situation, it's a psychological war.
And I can't wait to watch it. I think that these two guys, we know that these two guys don't like each other. We don't have the backdrop of them training prior like Strickland and Khamzat had, but you can tell they don't like each other. They are so completely different. And I think in that different is going to make for not only a good fight, but also a very fun build-up.
You know, I honestly don't think Alex Pereira should drop down to 185. If he wants to, great, perfect. But then we're going to hear the excuses. I saw we saw Izzy stiff that man in the first round. I felt Izzy's punching power tonight. If that, Izzy has great timing. He's fast, he's long, and he has great combinations. But I felt the power. If Izzy stiffens you like that, you do not want to be in there with me, especially not when you're going to come in there with the excuses, no, I cut too much weight. That's going to happen. Everybody's going to say that. So stay at 205, fight your fight there, and enjoy it. Now, once I step in there, I'm the favorite every single time. All of you booing right now, go 1, 2, 3, go. I can't wait to turn those into cheers once again.
You scared?
I was scared? Of who? Yeah, I was scared after knocking out Robert Whittaker. You're definitely right.
However, Dricus du Plessis, I mean, you cannot doubt this guy. And he said he wants to fight Khamzat on the ground. He said everyone else tries to avoid going to the ground with him. He said, I want to fight the best version of him. I want to test my skills against his on the ground. He's not intimidated. There's videos of Dricus du Plessis online taking on an entire Gracie Barra black belt team and submitting them all one by one. He's big, he's strong, he can wrestle, he's got great judo, he's got knockout power, he's had a nose job, so he's got a great gas tank now as well. This is and they hate each other. They absolutely hate each other. Yeah. And Boers, the wolf, the bad guy, coming in has talked such a good game, and he's such a good villain. He finally gets the shot at the belt. Can he do it? Can he pull it off? Can he live up to all the hype? Well, we're going to find out.
Khamzat is an incredible fighter. Nobody has been able to beat him, but he hasn't fought anybody of note other than Robert Whittaker. That is it. No, I don't pay attention to that. I just don't miss anything. I see it. I know it. But it doesn't make any difference to me. It's just fun to make fun of people.
It just is very, very... the more you learn about Dricus' personality, he got treated, BC, when he came to the UFC, especially for the first few fights, as almost like a Labrador dog. You know what I mean? Like, big goofy thing that's maybe athletic and you're happy to be there, but you didn't really know what it's going to be. And in the end, it turns out he's something of an evil genius. It seems to me more of like what he's morphed into, a guy who understands the weaknesses of his opponents, keen insight, is a physical bruiser himself, and then leverages both of those things, the mental warfare and then the physical nature of how he competes. And it's really quite overwhelming in the end.
Damn, Canada, your boos suck way worse than Vegas boos, I have to tell you that. You have to get a lot louder than that. Yeah! Let's go! Yes! There we go!
I'm proud of the motherfucker. You don't see me lose character often. This motherfucker got me there.
It wasn't because of weight he didn't want to fight me. It's because he was scared to fight me. That's why. This guy's nothing. I mean, the first shot I land, you'll go down. So I beat Strickland. I beat Whittaker and I beat Adesanya. I can't wait to see. I haven't been on social media. I can't wait to see what the critics say now.